Good morning, everyone. I am officially 1 week out from my 5-week long road trip around the United States. Today, I need to start building my 2005 Toyota RAV4 into a mini camper, stealth camper on wheels. I live in a downtown area, so I don't have my own parking. So I have to do this basically on the side of the main street that goes through the middle of downtown. So I do this process over a week, doing little parts at a time. The majority of my stuff goes in the very last night before my road trip, and then the morning I actually leave. I'm Lee. Welcome to my tiny little camper Toyota RAV4 build. I will do a full tour of my setup once it's all ready to go, and probably when I'm already out camping. This road trip I'm about to go on is from Bradenton, Florida, all the way up to Bellingham, Washington, and all over the country in between. It's me and my friend Jess. She's got her own little car camper setup, her little Kia Soul. So if you want to see the road trip, give me a subscribe or follow me or check in for updates. I won't be uploading these videos daily. It's going to be more of whenever I have Wi-Fi at a cafe or something, because I can't do it over phone service. And a lot of the camping we do, I'm not going to have any service at all. And of course, Murdoch's going to be with us. So just to give you a quick idea of some of the things I gotta pack up for this trip, this is my refrigerator that plugs in. It's just a little small one that plugs into my power supply. This is the Hele box bed that you'll see me set up. These are 2 Tupperware containers. One is a kitchen and one is my closet. I've got my chair that I take. This is my rooftop box, at least the bottom of it. I'm gonna be loading up that the last day before I leave. I always bring an extra air filter because we do some, not off-roading, but we do a lot of dirt roads, and when I'm driving cross country, if my filter gets all dirty, I'll change that out. This rug goes for my entryway into my car so that I have a place to put my dirty shoes, and it also goes under my stealthy little bathroom area just in case anything gets spilled. I'll show you that when I do a full walkthrough. Of course, I got a bottle of propane. There's also more supplies in here, some more bed pads, my other propane, a couple other things. I've got things scattered all over that stay in my little 1-bedroom apartment when I'm not using it. This is my bag that I use to go into like rest stop bathrooms that I can put my toothbrush and mouthwash and floss and everything in. This is actually a pop-up emergency only toilet. I don't go number 2 in my car if I can avoid it, but when we're out camping I can use that. There's bags in here also. I will show you this as well when I do a walkthrough of my little mini RV. And then this is a little short box. I'll show you where that goes to in an upcoming video. That's just my overflow bathroom supplies, stuff like that. This will all be filled up when I actually go. Today I'm just kind of prepping, starting to get my bed in the car. This under here is my memory foam bed pad. Again, I have one that goes on the bottom of my bed, and then this is the top one, and then I put a wool blanket over that to keep myself warm. I've got my cold weather sleeping bag here. This is my old cooler I'm not gonna have this year. I do have a battery powered heated scarf that I can put in the bottom of my sleeping bag. If the weather's really cold, it's nice to keep your feet warmed up. You get your feet warmed up in this really, I think this is a 0-degree bag. You're good to go. That'll keep you toasty. And then I've got my, let's see here. I've got my Anchor power supply. I believe it is the C1000 Generation 2 that I'll be using to power my fridge and resupply my stuff. This also should charge off of my cigarette lighter in my car. Last year I had this Jackery one that did not charge with my cigarette lighter, and it drove me absolutely crazy, so I'm not even taking that. I've got a whole bunch of like miscellaneous small things. This is my air pump for my tires that goes, a lot of this stuff will go into my roof box. I'm trying not to overpack, but when you're gone for 5 weeks on the road, you got to have emergency stuff. I got a breaker bar for my wheels because anytime you take your car in to get worked on, they put those on so tight. Sometimes you need a little bit bigger of a breaker bar. And then this box here is full of a whole bunch of miscellaneous shovels, knives, fans, walkie-talkies, all that little small stuff that goes with me. Also, it kind of keeps it in one area nice and neat. So that is my basic, some of the stuff I have to load up. Then of course I've got all Murdoch's stuff. I have his bed, I have his dog food, I have his dog bag, I have his water bowls, tons of stuff. So that's why I take a whole week to slowly do this. And also when I say I take a whole week, I'm not doing this constantly. It's also in between work and the gym, etc. And also having some time for myself. So I'm getting started today. It's a big project. So one nice thing with this generation of RAV4 is the rear seats. It's a 2005. The rear seats come fully out and there's no tools required to do it. I might struggle with it a little bit because I don't do this very often, but watch how quick this is. And that's one seat all ready to come out. All right, seats are out and we have switched to the Anytime Fitness Publix parking lot. Downtown, I had to open my door into traffic, so I didn't want to have them sitting open while I was trying to set up this bed. So we're gonna put the heli box in. Last year, I couldn't put it in with my front seat up. I had to lay it all the way back down because the bed's a little too long for this model of RAV4 and it goes into the front seat area. I'm gonna attempt this time to again put it in with the front seat up. I don't think it works. It pushes the bed. There's a little bit of a curve here and it pushes the bed too far into the middle of my RAV4. I need this whole side here for a bathroom area, entrance area there, and then Murdoch's bed and everything goes here. So I need this side as open as possible. I do also have these pool noodles that I put along the wooden slats. It kind of keeps them from rattling around and it also keeps them lined up somewhat. I do zip tie them to the side, so I kept these from last year as well. I do have to break out the instructions. I don't remember exactly how to do this, but that's why I keep them in the box. And for sure, I remembered right. The seat has to fold all the way down backwards. And I wedge it just between the little armrest there and then the side of this seat. And then I'll just have to adjust the size of everything or the length of all the legs. I have spent so much time finagling this thing in here as perfect as possible this time. Again, my last road trip was 2 weeks. This one I'm gone for 5 weeks, so I'm trying to make sure everything is as perfectly level as possible. Granted, I'm parked on the slightest incline. Everything can be adjusted on the road, but if I can avoid it, I'm trying to. Also, I just noticed last year I had the short version of this bed put in here, and I just figured out why it took me so much more adjusting is I just set up the full long version of this bed. So it fits. Front seat's got to be down. It had to be down for the short version as well, so I guess I'm getting a longer bed this time. I will say my pool noodles were also cut for the shorter bed, but this should work out just fine. I think about 3 zip ties on each side is typically enough to keep these from falling off and bugging me all the time. So, should work out pretty well. Just cuts down on the rattling while you're going down the road. Once the mattress is on top of this, it works out really good, but I'm just about set up. Let me show you one final shot. And that's about everything I'm gonna be able to install for today. All right, I'm back. It's the next day. I've got to get my camping pads on my bed. I've got to get my wool blanket on today. I'm also gonna set up a rear cargo net and put my back privacy curtain on. This first pad I'm putting on is just a cheap one from Walmart. It's basically a nice hard foam pad to cover up those wooden slats before I put my regular memory foam on for the next layer. All right, so bed is laid out. Got my 2 mattresses on there. It's also strapped on to the actual box because this mattress had a couple straps on it, so works out really good. So this little cargo net, I'm kind of debating. It goes along the back half of my RAV4. I'm gonna put it on. I don't know if I'll actually end up using it. It just kind of holds everything in the car when I'm opening the back hatch up, and also there's some storage in between it, so we'll see how this works. All right, I do like that little storage net on there. We'll see how it works with pulling stuff out, but it'll also kind of keep Murdoch in there when we're out camping. And then this is a big one, the rear privacy curtain. I'm gonna see how this works out as well. And that is everything for this video. The bed install, the back curtain install, the rest of it is just camping gear that's coming in. I do have to put my roof box on, but the majority of you have seen a roof box go on a vehicle before, so I'm not gonna share that. My next time you see the inside of this, I'll do a full walkthrough and show you kind of everything I got.